Hey everybody, welcome back to the Family Mart Podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Jay. Welcome back.
Shout out to... Oh. No, go ahead. Shout out to the new patrons.
Shout out to the new patrons. Shout out to Noah, Skirt Cocaine, Pamela, Nicholas, Abby, Mook, a.k.a. my motherfucking Lack, Young Marcus, and Chelsea. And that was Pamela. I was just trying to be funny, but Pamela, yeah. Shouts to Pamela.
Shout out.
Thank you guys for being our new patrons and helping us pay rent. If you want to get exclusive content and access to the best Discord in the game, patreon.com/FamilyMartPod to get instant access. We appreciate all the supporters and we love telling jokes and doing stand-up in the Discord. It's truly one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah.
Favorite thing to do is just hop on and then just like shit post whatever I have to get off my chest, and then it just starts like a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have a whole bunch of stuff on my chest sometimes.
A lot of shit.
Yeah.
A whole lot of it.
Yeah. It's crazy. You're a freak.
Yeah. I'm a freak, baby.
You're a freak.
So we just came back from Pittsburgh. We had a little weekend trip. We went out there to visit the Filipino Students Association at the University of Pittsburgh. It was me, Merz, and Jay.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's what a bulk of this episode is going to be about, because I feel like a lot of stuff happened in 24 hours. Well, the 48 hours that we were there.
We were only there for 24.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we got there at 4 p.m. on Saturday and left at 4 p.m. on.
Oh, wow, you're right. We were only there for 24 hours.
That was pretty jam-packed of an adventure, though.
From airport to airport. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, from backyard to yard. So I want to start with this, because I feel like this is the most important thing. Not the speaking engagement, not the people that we met, not the food that we had. The most important thing that happened on this trip is TSA pre-check.
Yeah.
This is my first ever experience with TSA pre. Why are you laughing, bro? Is it because you had something to do with it? Is it because you had something to do with it?
Just tell the story.
It was a good time at the TSA.
It was a good, well, for you, bro, not for me. I just think it's funny because this is some shit that Merz would absolutely get pissed at me for.
Oh, yeah.
Like if I did some shit like this, if I had him fucking walking back and forth like he had me walking back and forth, we'd be on the plane silent.
This would be a whole different type of trip.
Yeah. That's why it's funny.
But because you're so forgiving.
Yeah, because I'm so nice.
It ended up fine.
We were fine. So here's what happened, man. We pull up to the TSA pre-check. There's a little bit of a line, right? It's not too crazy. Maybe like 10 heads ahead of us. Not too bad. And we're already making fun of Jay because he had to go to regular TSA line like a schlub.
And this is like 4 in the morning.
4 in the morning.
They picked me up 3:15 on the dot.
It's actually, we had to be specific because the time actually plays a part in this.
Yeah.
We were there
like 3:52.
3:52 PST AM.
Yeah. So Jay goes to the line. We're fucking making fun of him like, oh yeah, you got to go to TSA. We're TSA pre-check. All we got to do is walk through. So me and Merz pull up to the line and we're waiting. We're chilling. It's like maybe 6-7 minutes. Merz is impatient as fuck. He's like, I'm gonna go check out the other line at the other gate. Stay here. I'll call you.
Stay here. This is a classic Merz move, dude.
This is a classic Merz line. Stay here. I'll call you.
Stay here. I'll call you. I'm gonna go check it out. He's gonna go be a scout.
Yeah. What a fucking Boy Scout. He goes over to the other gate, which we're not even supposed to be there because it just takes us way farther from where we're supposed to be.
Right. Like, why would you go to the other gate? Like, it's so much further. It's crazy.
Right. So he pulls up to the gate. And then I get a call from Merz. He's like, yo, there's nobody in line. Come through. I'm like, are you sure? Like, I feel like we're about to go through the actual line. Yeah. He's like, yeah, come through. There's nobody in line. So I leave the line and I'm past. Now, at this point, the TSA pre-check line that we were originally in is like extended.
It's like 3 times as long.
It's pretty long. I'm like, damn, it's like, why are we not moving? Anyways, I meet up with Merz and there's literally no one in line.
Literally.
And I pull up and he's like, yo, they actually don't open till 4.
There's no one in line and there's no one working.
Right? It's a steal. Like something's on sale.
It's a steal over here.
Yeah, you're stealing my time, dude.
That's what I felt, the panic.
He knew he fucked up, dude. As soon as TSA told him we don't open till 4, it was too late. He already called me over.
Like, you know, when I knew something was fishy, it was like, that's when the group text hit and it's like, yo, Jay, you moving yet? And I'm like, yo, if they're texting me, that means something happened. And to me, I look up. I was looking down the time. I look up. I'm like, oh, it hasn't moved in like a minute. And then it just starts moving. And then I like take a peek at where y'all are supposed to be. I didn't know all this shit was happening. I took a peek at the other side, at the elite line. And I was like, oh shit, they're zooming through now.
Right.
And then we start moving. And then you guys are like, oh, we went to the other line. I was like, damn, y'all would have been through by now.
we would have been through.
We would have been through. So it was just me, Merz, and some other dude who was also fucking confused at why they...
Was he just following you?
No, he was standing in line wondering why Merz was in front of him. So we're all like, now a little line is forming. It's Merz, me, and the dude that's confused. We're just waiting. We're not even through the TSA pre-check line. We're just outside of it because the gate's closed.
Yeah.
And then Merz is like, yo, stay here. I'm gonna check the other line. I'll call you. I'm like, all right, man. He walks over. Like 30 seconds later, he's like, yo, Wiz is moving. Come through. I'm like, man.
Shit, I can't fucking breathe.
What a fucking...
No, usually at this point, I would have lost my patience, but because like it's way too early in the morning. First of all,
Merz is crying.
First of all, it's way too early in the morning to like be pissed, and second of all, like who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
Who cares, right? Like how much time do we really waste? Probably like 6 minutes. Maybe.
It was
right?
closed anyway.
Because we pull up, and then I pull up to where he was in the original line that we were in. That's fucking zooming now, like it's a meeting.
Nice.
And then we just walk through like nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was it. And that was my first TSA pre-check line. Like even before this, he was hyping it up. He's like, bro, that shit is the move. You just walk through. There's no problems. You don't got to take your laptop out. You don't got to take your fucking shoes off.
No, because we're driving there, and your one worry was like, man, I feel like this was a scam,
Right.
dude. The TSA pre, I might have to like wait anyways. And Merz is trying to sell it, even though you already bought it. And he's like, nah, you're gonna love it, dude.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna have to wait, and you're gonna have to walk.
You know what I was thinking of? I was thinking of like, Jay can't make it through before us. Like,
Yeah, as long as y'all make it before I do, I guess that's a W.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because now it's reverse, and Jay makes it through, and we don't. Because Merz got me fucking playing. He got me doing down and backs in the airport, like I'm on a basketball team.
Suicides, baseline.
This dude had the whistle in his mouth, and every time I got to the line, he's like, other side.
Except the whistle, he's I'm gonna call you.
Stay here, I'm gonna call you. Fuck,
Yeah.
man, that was crazy, dude.
But it's funny though, man. I look back and I wouldn't change it, but I definitely wouldn't do that again. So we got through finally. Jay meets us up. You know, what was funny is like the whole time, because we did end up getting through before you anyways.
Right.
And we pulled up to the gate that we were going to take off at.
Yeah.
And the whole time Merz was like, see, we got here before Jay. The whole
so
time.
glad.
He's like, yo, I was like, man, I'm thinking about getting a bagel. He's like, yeah, I mean, you look, we could do that because you got pre-check. He was like still selling it.
I still got there, and we still all had hash browns at the same time.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, that shit is so funny, dude.
Yeah.
I was selling it, man.
He was selling it. It's all good. I'm still a firm believer in TSA pre-check. You lucked out, bro.
Yeah, dude, as long as Jay didn't get there before us.
Yeah, because if he was there before us, oh man.
If I had gotten pre-check at the same time as you, and we all were in it, we all probably would have been going through that like, man, this shit's whack, dog.
Because then he would have had two people going back and forth.
Yeah.
Yo, stay here, y'all. I'll be back.
One of you stay here, one of you stay here, and I'll call you.
Yeah.
Y'all would have been so mad, dude.
Yeah.
It'd been so funny though.
Thankfully, we got through, and we still had time to get our ritual Burger King hash browns. I feel like we always have to do that every time we're at a gate that's near Burger King. We always got to get hash browns.
It's literally the only time we ever get Burger King is at an
only
airport.
time, bro.
Yeah, at this specific one.
At this specific one.
If we're flying out of fucking, no matter where we fly, but if we're flying out of Southwest, we go to Burger
It's
King.
usually, because that's like the Southwest
Seagate.
area.
Yeah.
So we got some hash browns. They were delightful. And like at this point, like because of all the shit that we've been through, like we're already pretty laughy.
Oh yeah.
Right, like everything is funny to us.
Everything.
And then we were like getting onto the plane, and then this flight attendant's like, "How you guys doing?" And Merz is like, "We're good. We're just laughy."
We're just laughing.
And I was like, "I can't believe you just said we're laughy right now."
Yeah, she called us giggles or something.
Yeah, she was like, you guys are giggly. Okay.
Yeah. I was like, man, I didn't know what to say. After I said that, I was like, dang, she gonna think we're high as fuck.
Yeah, she didn't think we're like edibled out or something.
Yeah, she gonna know it, man.
We definitely weren't, man. We were just fucking tired.
We were tired and fucking laughy, bro. I don't know how to explain it.
I kind of like the sleep deprivation laughs.
Oh yeah.
That shit can get
Like
pretty funny.
Like it almost sounds fake.
Yeah, it's because like everything is funny and nothing makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's just like, let's just say whatever because we're gonna laugh at it.
Right. So we did that, and then I realized I remembered how scared Merz is of flying, because like this dude, like every time we take off, he's like gripping the fuck out of the seat, and then anytime there's turbulence, he's like, whoa. This dude is in like a cartoon. Legs in the air, like
you got surprise head.
Whoa! Surprise head. You got woken up with the head.
Yeah. Whoa.
Bro, that one time that shit dipped.
Yeah.
And like I try to grab something.
Yeah.
You can't grab nothing.
You try to hold the oh shit rail.
There's no oh shit rail though.
There's nothing. I'm just like causing a scene, bro, for no reason. Everybody around me is like looking at me. I'm like, man. There was one person, every time I move, he looked at me.
Yeah, because I'm sure you were making some crazy movements.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, damn, I'm probably annoying the fuck out of this dude. This dude's probably like, man.
This dude is like, his first flight.
No, I see why you have to have your drink tickets on decky, dude, because you're nervous.
Yeah, man.
Oh, is that why you... Well, I guess obviously you like drinking, but like, does that help ease your pain a little bit?
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, calm the nerves a bit.
Yeah, it calms the nerves.
So it's not a bit that you're doing.
Nah.
This is real shit. Like, you're really actually scared.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
Yemen.
Yeah. That's not a bit. That's not a bit. We seen it. We seen the surprise.
No, I know, but I said
y'all seen it before the bit.
When I see him though, he's like, ooh, whoa. Like when he makes like crazy noises and he's putting his legs in there, I'm like, oh, it's gotta be. Some of it's gotta be him trying to be funny, but
a little exaggeration,
right?
There's some times where like I'll try to joke about it.
Yeah,
that's because like, we're going down today, like and then I'm like, fuck.
What kind of joke is that?
No, before we even fucking boarded the plane, you're like, it's a bomb. I was like, dude, we can't say that still.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're doing an Instagram story for the pod page, and then I was like, if you want to dox us, we're at gate C28. If you want to come and send a bomb or something like that, or come and bomb us. Yeah. And then as soon as I said that, I was like, oh shit, I forgot we're in the airport.
You know how crazy it is? Yeah, like for real, doxing us like that. That could be like some serious shit. Like if someone saw that at like on a live.
Yeah.
And then call like TSA police. Like,
you think we could have got
this? Hell yeah, they'd have been like, they took that serious.
Yeah, look at this call to action.
Yeah, this call to action,
waking all the sleeper cells.
Yeah,
damn. Well, yeah, I definitely was embarrassed after I said that because I was like, oh shit, I shouldn't fuck around like that.
Yeah. It was funny as fuck though, but I mean,
yeah. Well, luckily nothing happened because can you imagine they stopped the plane in the air?
In the air?
Yo, if they stopped the plane in the air, bro, that's tight.
Like that's crazy. They had like the police jet pull up underneath and like sucked me out of it.
Pull over.
They gave you the surprise head.
Police, pull your pants down.
The Aero Police. That'd be wild.
Yeah. So the flight was funny. I had a hard time sleeping.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
You look like both y'all look like y'all were sleeping.
Well,
good,
I was in and out of sleep, man. It's so hard to sleep on a plane. It's like so uncomfortable.
I feel you.
Yeah, I slept instantly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jay was out. Jay was out before we took off, I think.
Yeah.
You were that tired.
I was like, I'm gonna get this sleep in, dude. Because we first had to touch down in
St. Louis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The home of the blues.
Home of the blues. Where did you what time did you go to bed? Cause
oh yeah, I had to stay up late. I went to bed at like 1:30.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah, and I woke up at like 2. So yeah, he barely got any sleep.
I didn't get no.
So you
sleep.
slept for like 30 minutes. That's not even sleep, man. That's like my man took a nap.
Yeah, it was just enough so I could recharge.
Yeah, it's that recharge, but your battery's still red.
That's the worst, dude.
You got the slow charger. You got like 6% out of that.
Yeah. That shit sucks, man.
Can I borrow one of y'all chargers?
Yeah, and that shit didn't go anywhere.
Yo, do y'all get offended when, or not offended, but are y'all like, damn, if you ask for a charger, someone gives you the slow one?
Yeah, nowadays, yeah, because I'm
Isn't
so
that crazy. So used to the.
Yeah, I'm so used to the fast charger.
Yeah.
Like I'm so bougie when it comes to chargers now. I'm like, I'm not. It's either the fast charger or my shit's dying.
No, that's the new standard, though.
Yeah.
I feel it.
I remember when Jay first put me onto the charger. I was like, how much faster do I need my charging to be? He was like trying to sell it to me, right? He was like, yo, you should get the fast block. And I was like,
that shit is clutch.
it's like TSA pre-check. Like, how much more time can you save? But now I know the truth, man. I know the truth,
bro.
Yeah, because we're at the phone store and you're like, do I really need to spend $20 on a new charger? Like,
Right.
dude, you really are underestimating this shit
It's
right now.
fast.
Driving to your destination, you can get like 40%.
Yeah, you can get a lot.
Yeah.
You can get a lot in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
A nice little, yeah.
It's a boost, man.
You can get a whole, yeah.
Boost Mobile.
Boost Mobile. So we got to St. Louis, hung out for a little bit, and then we got on the plane to Pittsburgh. And on the way to Pittsburgh is when I started watching Attack on Titan.
Yo,
And
this
please
dude
don't
put hours in.
listen. Please don't spoil it in the comments. I know it's been out for a minute. I actually saw not a spoiler, but somebody was talking about something that happened in the story, like later on, and I was like, "Damn, I wish I didn't see that." Like,
Was it what I said?
No, it's not what you said.
Oh,
I just
okay.
saw somebody's Instagram story of them saying something about the show because they had like a. Anyways, I was like, "Damn, I wish I didn't know that." It's not like a spoiler or anything, but they just say something about a specific character that I'm like,
Yeah.
I would have preferred to find that out on my own.
Yeah, me specifically, I'd rather like know nothing.
Yeah.
Because I kind of take everything as a spoiler.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
Same.
too.
So I fell in love with the show. It took a couple episodes, maybe a few episodes actually, to like really fuck with it. I'm watching the dubbed version, so that's probably part of why I didn't fuck with it at first, because like it's so dramatic.
Yeah.
Like, you know, certain parts are so dramatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
But-
voices are so like,
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit. Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's
yeah.
wild, bro. It's
Yeah.
like watching theater kids like do their thing.
Yeah.
oh yeah. It's
But it-
real life theater kids.
But but I think what justifies it though is how serious some things get. Like there's some scenes in there they're like, damn, I've never seen that in an anime before. Because the cartoons I'm used to, they're very PG. Like they don't show killing, they don't show
no
death,
blood, no gore.
yeah, but this is like showing.
Yeah, this is some adult shit.
Yeah.
It's Adult Swim type shit.
Yeah.
So
Swimming.
yeah. Attack on Titan is dope. Then we got to Pittsburgh, and I needed some coffee because I was like, my head was pounding. I was getting caffeine withdrawal. So we pulled up to the Dunkin', and I fucked up. I should have listened to you, man. You said the large is it's big.
I try to tell this dude, man.
Yeah, like an American large is fucking
I know,
humongous.
but I
Yeah.
really needed it.
like a big
Did
gulp.
you need the
No,
large?
I didn't. No, I didn't need a large. I could have been just fine with a medium,
You've been good with a small.
probably. But the large, that shit had me anxietied up.
You
I
drink
felt like
the
I was
whole
gonna.
thing.
Yeah,
I
drink the
know
whole
you
thing.
shouldn't do that.
I thought I was gonna throw up.
Bro, that shit was crazy.
was big.
Were you feeling that way because you maybe were a little nervous before doing
Probably,
the event?
and I was already nervous to begin with
Yeah.
because I didn't know what to expect, and then the coffee just threw me over the edge.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't have done that. Next time I know.
Starbucks.
Get the grande from Starbucks instead of the venti. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and then man,
It was good though.
it was it was tasty.
Yeah.
But it's too big. Too much caffeine.
Yeah.
So then we pull up, and the whole time when Merz explained the itinerary, I thought we were going to take a train. Like I was excited
yeah.
to take a train.
Me too. That's what I thought too.
I
man.
love taking trains. I don't know. There's something about a train that I'm just fascinated by them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you love running trains.
Not so much.
Damn.
I'm not trying to share it. Anyways, so we're pulling up to like the information desk, and I'm like, okay, we're about to get our like train tickets. I'm like ready, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in Japan, low key.
Yeah. I felt the same way, man.
Let's get these train tickets, and then
Confident.
the kind man, shout out to Steve,
Shout out Steve.
with the
man.
wagon too. He had a wagon on him.
Did he? I didn't look
Well,
at
you
it.
were in front of us, so that's
Yeah.
why you didn't get to see it. But he had a wagon on him. Anyways, he took us to the ticket booth, and then he's like, "All right, so this is how you get your bus ticket." And I was like, "Bus ticket? I thought we were taking a
Yo,
train."
He said that. Like I was like, damn, man. I'm fucking
That's,
up
that's
again.
number 2, bro.
Strike 2.
That's number 2, man. And then he was really nice though. Like I
Yeah.
fucked with him. He was like telling us about Pittsburgh and how to do this and that. And we bought our bus tickets.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it was only $16 there and back.
Yeah.
From the airport to the hotel and then the hotel back. It was only $16 for all of us.
Yeah.
So it wasn't too bad. But when we were sitting there waiting for the bus, I was like, bro, we can afford an Uber.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing, bro?
Let's
Like,
just go get an Uber.
right?
Dude.
Like, I just felt mad. Like, I don't know. I was just like, bro, we could definitely afford an Uber, especially because it was only like $40 to get to where we were going. I'm like, bro, we could fucking spare $40.
100%. Yeah.
To save some time, because
Yeah.
it would have taken us an hour and a half.
It would have taken us an hour. Yeah.
Yeah,
Take us
for
a
the
minute.
time.
Especially with the traffic starting and shit.
Oh yeah, it was about that time, rush hour.
Yeah.
I want to say something about Steve real quick though, or like people that work at airports. It's so nice when like the airport people are really nice because one, if you're landing there, it gives such a good impression on the city and you feel like very welcomed already.
yeah.
Or if you're leaving and you happen to talk to these people, then it gives you another good lasting impression of the city if you were having to talk to them.
Yeah.
100%.
So
Makes you want to come back just for those people.
Yeah.
yeah, shout out to the nice airport people.
Yeah. It's just always a pleasure like speaking with like people that are passionate about their city,
Yeah.
you know.
And know
Where-
a lot about the
Yeah,
history.
know a lot about it. Because in that short walk to just 2 doors over, we learned pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Not everything, but you know what I'm saying.
No, right. We learned a lot
Yeah, we
about.
learned a
Well,
lot.
specifically, I guess we learned a lot about the
transportation,
public
yeah.
transportation system in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and the airport itself. He said
Yeah.
it was not that bad getting through.
Yeah. So shout out to Steve, man.
Yeah.
Steve with the wagon was super helpful, and
Yeah.
he definitely made our first impression of the city.
Yeah,
Like, really good.
on point. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, so we finally get a ride.
Yeah.
They pick us up in the Tesla.
And
Yeah.
the Tesla, man. That was like, as soon as we got picked up in the Tesla, I was like, bro, we should have.
should have been did this.
Yeah,
Should've
but
did
moving
this.
forward, let's just spend the extra money. Like, I know that's what we're used to, right? We're used to taking public transit
Yeah.
everywhere we go because we're trying to save money. And not that we're fucking balling out now, but like we got a little bit of coin to like spend on luxury. So why not spend it on some convenience like an Uber?
Especially in a trip like that where we have to be at the event
Right.
at a certain time, and we want to go and rest before.
Right. It's not like we're there to just mess around. Like,
Right.
we're there to like do something and then go home. So I'm glad that we spent the extra money to get to the hotel. And thinking back, like it's not even that expensive.
It's not.
It's really like
We
it's
made
really
it more expensive
Right,
by
yeah.
buying tickets we never
tickets.
even used. I gave mine away.
Yeah. Yo, my guy, you need a bus pass.
Yeah, because he didn't know we needed one either.
Yeah,
so.
he didn't know he was waiting. And I was like, yo, it's good, man. Like,
Yeah.
it's 24 hours, bro.
Yeah. You could use it for 30 days.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got to the hotel. Really nice hotel. It's like right next to the university.
Mm-hmm.
And when we were pulling up, I don't know if we realized, well, regardless of when we realized it, but when we were in the city, we saw like a ton of young people. It's like a super college area.
It is. It's
Right?
like from what I understand, what they were saying is Pittsburgh is like there's like 5 or 6 colleges besides the University of Pittsburgh
Oh, really?
in the surrounding area. So like it's just I don't want to say kids 'cause it's not kids anymore, but it's young adults, like college students everywhere, bro.
Everywhere.
Young people,
Yeah. Super young.
super young people, and even like just adults in general.
I thought it was really interesting that you said when you would watch TV shows or movies, you would look at college students like, damn, those guys are old.
Yeah, I used to
But-
think they're fucking like mad grown.
Right. But now that you're older and then you see college kids, you're like, damn, these kids look young.
They look young, bro. They look like
They look like
did-
kids.
like they did just graduate high school.
And some of them literally just did,
Yeah.
like last year.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to see. It's like, I'm like, bro, where's everybody's parents at? You guys look hella
Yeah.
young.
I definitely had my Pharrell moment. Definitely had like a Pharrell moment.
Really?
Yeah, where like, I guess like because Pharrell is a lot older than like the
Most-
he spans generations,
Mm-hmm.
but he's much older than a lot of his fans.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to disrespect, make him sound super old, but the homie just turned 50, so happy birthday to Pharrell.
wow.
Yeah.
He's
He
50?
Big
just
up.
turned 50, so.
Oh, my
2
goodness.
up, 2 down. I'm just acting like I know this dude.
Yeah.
Like, I'll keep saying I'll say my.
Well, I
homie.
mean, we
I'm
look
a
up
big
to,
fan.
No, we're big fans of
I'm
Pharrell.
a big fan. But I had that moment because I was like, yo, these young cats is like fucking with us, or they fucking with you. And like we have like a little bit of wisdom in the game. We got a little bit of skin in the game, and they're still just figuring out early life,
Right.
early adulthood.
Yeah.
So I had that moment, which
Yeah.
was dope because like, I guess we still young at heart. basically.
Yeah, it was for sure.
The
super
jokes
young
still
at
hit,
heart.
the
Yeah.
swag still hits. Yeah.
Yeah, well, there were definitely some moments during this trip where I'm like, damn, maybe I'm a little older than I thought. Anyways, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
So we got to the hotel, we dropped our stuff off, relaxed for a little bit. I took a little nap, and then we went to Permani Bros, which is like the #1 recommended spot that people like were sending us when we told them that we're going to Pittsburgh. They're like, you gotta try Permani Bros. You gotta try Permani Bros. It's the best. I didn't even know what it was. I was like, okay, we'll just go.
Yeah, I just went in there blind,
Right.
but I was just like, I just saw the comment so many times, so we gotta go.
I didn't know it was a sandwich spot. I was like, oh, okay, it could be anything.
Yeah, I called the hotel the day before just to make sure that the reservation was correct. Because, you know, the emails kind of had different names and stuff.
Oh, right.
So when I called him, I asked the lady, I was like, yo, what are like the food spots nearby, walking distance? Or what's the like the must try like Pittsburgh spot? And she said Permani Bros for sure.
And we say it different every single time.
Yeah, for real. I don't know how to say it.
Merz was calling it Pastrami Bros, Permani Bros, Praying Mantis Bros, like
Permani Brothers. Like,
there's
which one do we use?
hella different.
I don't know how to use it.
We don't know how to use it either. But we went there, and it's like it's a sandwich spot for those who don't know. It's very like rustic in there. It's a bar vibe, kind of dimly lit.
Yeah. Almost like a dive bar almost.
Almost like a dive bar. Yeah. So we sat down, and I was hopeful, man. Even though it was like my expectations were a little bit high for this place with how high it was held by the locals. Like I had some high expectations, but I think they were met, man. I got the
You first got the cornbread.
The corned beef sandwich.
Beef.
Yeah.
Super fire.
Yeah.
Had fries in it, which was new for me because I don't usually put my fries inside of the sandwich, but they put it in there.
They made it really work with fries in a sandwich.
I'm glad actually that that I didn't take the fries out, because I was asking if they come with fries on the side, because I like to kind of like eat it like that. And they said we can do it if you want. And so I didn't do it though, because I was like, nah, I want it like the way y'all make it.
Right.
So when I read on the restaurant, like the next day, I read on it. That's what separated them.
Oh, at the time.
Yeah. Because they just threw the fries in there.
Right.
And it was this dude that when he did it at like a truck stop, because it was in a very working area. Like there's like factory mills everywhere. And he set one of those up for lunchtime, bro, and made a killing.
I see.
So that's how it started.
Yeah, he was doing that for a little bit, and then finally opened up his first shop, his first restaurant.
One of the Permani Bros.
One.
Yeah. Well, is that what their
Yeah,
name?
maybe it just might have been one bro.
Yeah, I don't know where the name derives from, because I think the owner's name is different.
Okay, it's
The
probably,
founder. Yeah. So it might
you.
be something else. But definitely, man, it's for a spot where everyone talks about. It's really good, because there's instances like, for example, like in Texas, there could like everyone wants to try Whataburger, right? And it's not really like a hitter like that.
Right.
Like this is like, yo, this might be some of the top like hot deli sandwiches in the country type.
Oh wow, in the country.
Yeah, I haven't had very many like hot deli spots besides I had what's that spot in New York? Starts with a K.
KKK?
No, hell no.
Sorry.
Cat's Deli, Kats, I think. And that's a really good deli spot.
Yeah.
But that's like I think that's like a real deli. You could buy the meat by the pound.
Got you.
They'll send it back to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good, man. I highly recommend it. Obviously, you know, you might try it and your experience might be different, but we had it twice, bro. We had it once at the University of Pittsburgh, or the spot next to it. Then we had it again at the airport.
Yeah. It was our first and last meal in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's twice in 24 hours.
And Jay, like, you know, usually Jay is
I mean, I'm usually one to like push back on like, we just had this.
right. We just had it, but you were down to have it again.
Yeah, it was really good.
So we had Permani Bros, and then we headed straight to sound check, quote unquote sound check at the University of Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, the campus is huge, bro.
It's like it's beautiful, man.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful spot. It seems like there's a lot of history there.
Yes.
It's very established.
Yes.
It
feels very prestige, the school.
Yeah.
Like you're at Hogwarts or something. Yeah.
It's a typical college. It's like when you think of college, that's what you think of. That's what the area looks like to us, or to me at least.
Yes. 100%.
Yeah, and I was drawing a lot of comparisons to UNLV because I was like, when you walk around UNLV, it doesn't really feel like this. You could tell like once you walk onto campus, like it's just this square block,
right?
That takes over.
All of this is for the university, and nothing else.
Yeah,
the whole
because
thing,
they're making cake.
They're making bread, bro.
Yeah.
And remember when we were walking to the sound check, we started hearing like music, and mind you, the weather was kind of shitty. It was raining a little bit, and it was very cold, and there were people. Especially the girls wearing like prom dresses with no jacket on at this event. They had like some event and they were playing like club music. Like it was popping.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of like girls in prom dresses.
And that might have been on some like East Coast elite, like, oh, this isn't cold for us.
Oh my God. I mean? No way, bro.
Yeah. It was cold outside.
They were basically wearing like prom dresses, bro.
Yeah,
like the silk dresses. Like,
yeah, it looked like a dance.
Yeah, like, bro, they were cold. Like, there's no way, because I was fucking cold. But also, there's that could be that East Coast elite shit.
Yeah. Regardless, we went into the building. It took us a minute to find it because there was like hella different buildings. I was like, is this WPU 527? Is this one? So we ended up walking in, and the whole time I felt really unequipped. Right. Number one, I'm already feeling some sort of imposter syndrome because I'm like, damn, like I'm just a regular ass dude. Like I just help grandma and like I don't.
Yeah.
I didn't really feel deserving of this opportunity to go and speak to several students. You know, like I'm already feeling I don't belong here.
Yeah.
So there was that, and then number two is like I have no idea what I'm walking into right now. I don't know if I'm about to like walk into like a sea of students. I don't know if I'm about to like, is there going to be a stage? I had no idea what we were walking into. I was just walking in blind, but I'm glad I'm glad that you guys were there, because you were there to like help support and like calm my nerves. And cause you know, I'm a little bitch sometimes, you know, just, you know,
I feel that, man.
So I'm glad that you guys were there to like hype me up and like tell me like, you're good, bro. Like we're going to do this together, even though you didn't say that, but that's what I felt.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we're there for.
Moral support.
Yeah.
So yeah, we walk in.
It was tight, man.
Yeah, it was cool. We walk into the building and we or walk into the room and we see everybody and they're like, hey, like greeting, like welcome, open arms. They were very warm and welcoming, and
it was like because we don't know where we're going, right? So I'm sure we look lost to everybody. So then once you walk into the proper room, we're welcomed, or you're welcomed with a, hey Chris, over here. Yeah, I was like, oh, this okay.
I feel like at that moment I was like, oh, okay, like
we're here.
We're here. We found them.
We rock.
Like it's going down.
This is going down.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I only knew what one of the girls looked like out of the board, and I vaguely remember what she looked like because we had a quick Zoom meeting, and I didn't follow any of them on Instagram. So I was like, I really didn't know.
Yeah, we were blind. We were all going blind.
Yeah, because you didn't even know.
I don't know anybody. Any of them. Right? I didn't even know what was going on.
Yeah. So we sit down, we meet everybody. Everybody was super nice. We're running through like all the questions and what we're gonna do, and you know, that calmed my nerves a lot. I'm glad we had a little meeting before doing the actual speaking engagement.
Yeah, there was like no sound check. It was more like, this is what we're gonna do.
Right.
Because honestly, you could have walked up in there and it could have been on some like, yo, you got like pretty much 25 minutes or 15 minutes on some TED Talk shit.
Yeah, have a presentation. But I was very clear about that from the beginning. I was like, the only way I'll do this is if I have somebody to go back and forth with.
Yeah.
So luckily we did. We had Mike. Shout out to Mike and Jason. They were holding it down on the hosting end.
Yes.
They actually have a podcast called the Chismis Podcast.
Yeah.
And it was nice to hear that, because it's like, oh, okay, you guys are familiar with holding a conversation.
Yes.
In long form.
In long form thing.
Yeah, and very good at bouncing back specific questions to just keep the flow going, because I feel like they got a lot out of you for sure.
Yeah.
Pause. They got a lot out of you though.
Had a lot of rope that day.
Pause. Yeah.
So yeah, man, we did that, and then we went back to the hotel, got our equipment, and then we went back to the spot. Surprisingly, they had the whole joint. Like, they had chairs, they moved all the tables out the way.
Yeah.
They had the table with the fucking mic set up. It was nice, man.
Yeah, nah, it was dope, man. Like when this is what I was thinking in my head, all right, as someone that's there to help you out. When you first walked in, I was like, yo, they got my dude. They got my dude like awesome, like State of the Union address shit. Like post game playoff game like a post game conference.
Yeah.
It was like pull up to the podium and like say your speech.
Yeah,
right
there's
now.
like 3 seats. Mind you, He was just supposed to be the only one up there. This is how I imagine him in a chair with another dude in a chair, and they just talk.
Yeah, I thought we would be like hanging out in the
panel.
back.
Yeah, and we're just be filming and then looking at watching the game. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't like that, bro. It was for real on some. They had the little mics on the table.
Yeah,
that shit was on some.
It was post-game interview, like post-fight UFC. Post-fight. I just knocked somebody out.
Yeah, and then all the people were like split in half, so they kind of looked like the reporters. Like that was like the media.
Hey, Chris, over here, over here.
That's exactly what it was like, man.
Or I only realized it like when we were watching the footy back, but like when you walked in and there's people getting like excited, I was like, oh, shit, this guy's a guy, dude.
Yeah, that was weird to see.
I was looking at Jay a lot to see his reaction, and we always laughed at each other because we was like, man, this is nuts. Like they're going ham for my guy.
It's, you know why it's really funny is because we know how normal, like everybody, obviously everybody on planet Earth is a human being and we're all normal people.
Yeah.
But to see the homie like to get his flowers in this way, it's funny, because if that were to happen to any of y'all, I'd be like, yo, this is funny, dude, because I know who you are, and like to see these people react like that, it's a funny sight to see.
Yeah.
So
it's dope though.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
Dope. It's dope. Like the video we put together after the vlog, make sure you sign up for the Patreon for it. It's like when I'm watching it, I'm like, damn, this is like wholesome, low key. Like it's very good. Like this is like a very good event. Yeah. And it opened my eyes to like, yo, I like the fact that this is something that you don't see all the time, right? And like people say like, yo, you shouldn't be putting wholesome stuff out or good deeds or nothing like that, but like I like watching shit like that. It makes me feel good because there's a lot of bullshit out there.
Right.
You know, people like flock to the bullshit and they want to see that. So to see this type of reaction on some wholesome shit, man, I was like, yo, this is nice. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool to see just people supporting, I guess, good things in the world, you know?
Yeah, it's fire, man.
Not to put myself on a pedestal saying I'm like a great guy doing a great deed.
Nah, but it just so happened that this is what it is. It's like what you did is visible to millions of people. You know what I'm saying? So like that's just what it is. And it's opening up a lot of eyes, even mine, because I'm starting to see there's a lot of people like you out there. Yeah. And they're very silent. Yeah. Like no one talks about this shit. No one ever thinks about, yo, at some point I'm gonna take care of my parents. Like not a lot of people think like that. Yeah. But even in my when I was studying this shit in school, there comes a point where in our old life we have to take care of the elderly. You know what I'm saying? So like it's an inevitable thing that people get old and need help. But it's a good thing to spread, right? Like this awareness, because the more people need to do this. Yeah. But that stat, 53 million? 53 million family caregivers in the US. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people.
Honestly, that's a lot more than I was going to estimate.
Me too.
Yeah.
Considering how much of a lucrative business that care homes are.
And not people that are working in care homes. These are family.
Right. Family taking care of family.
Family taking care of family.
Yeah. Yeah.
That shit was dope.
I think, it is, I get messages from people saying like, yo, what you're doing is the right thing because you're influencing people to just help out family. Yeah. When they need to, whether they're old or not. Yeah. We need shit like this, man. This is content we need. So it was nuts. It was tight seeing that reaction from people though, because man, some of them were fanning out, man. Yeah. It was weird. It took me back a little bit to see like when we walked in and people were like gasping a little bit. Yeah. And I was like, yo, y'all have no idea. Like,
yo, it's cool. Like,
it's cool, man. I'm just a regular dude. Yeah, like we're just here. Let's just have a cool conversation. Like no need to fan out and like
no need to. But it's dope because that's how inspiration is right there. Yeah. When you're really inspired, the people that you're inspired by, you see them differently.
Yeah, that's true, man.
They help.
Like if we were to see Pharrell walk in, I'd probably like,
oh my god, like I did the same shit. Dog, I'm not gonna lie.
Happy birthday.
I did the same shit, asking questions, like taking the pictures, like, yo, man.
Yeah, I fucking love you, bro.
You don't even know I'll be using your facial cream. Human race.
Yeah, human race, bro. We're in this together.
Yeah, man. 757, bro.
Skin.
I'm happy.
So what was funny is like, remember how originally we were supposed to, it was just supposed to be me up there talking and like answering questions and shit. They were like, yo, we actually set up mics for you and your cousin if they want to sit, or you and your cousins if they want to come and sit up here. And I was like, I laughed because I was like, okay, I mean, they have no idea what's about to happen. So I was like, yo, Merz and Jay, you guys want to sit here with me because they got mics for you. Bruh. And like, what are you going to say? No? You're going to say, they already set it up.
That wasn't in my head. That's not how I envisioned us doing it. Right?
You thought you were gonna be in the back, trying to make faces at me while I'm answering questions.
Yeah, I thought that's what we were gonna do.
Fucking laughing.
I was not ready to be in front of a crowd.
But they set it up, man, and I couldn't say no, man. I looked at it twice. I looked at it for a minute.
I double took, especially as we're setting up the tripod to record him, right? Like we're both kind of like, should we not? Like, I don't know what I'm about to do.
We were sure, but man, I don't even remember talking until like 40 minutes in.
Well, yeah, because again, like they were there for
him,
my boy,
right?
Yeah, we were like, they just found out about us.
Literally, maybe like 5 seconds ago.
Yeah,
they found out I had some cousins with me.
Yeah, like
some kissing cousins.
Some cousins that they kiss.
That's some Filipino shit. He brought his cousins.
Yo, can my cousin come through?
I kiss him. Yo, Jay won't even know what happened until post.
For real?
Yeah, you missed some shit.
You guys didn't tell me something?
You didn't tell yourself something. Just watch the footage back later.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right.
That was good. That was a good moment right there. Anyways. They didn't know we were kissing cousins. We sat up there and, you know, it was cool, man. Looking back, if I would have known how that was going to run, I probably would have stepped in and been like, yo, let's run it like this so that it's a lot smoother.
Yeah.
But I had no idea that it was going to be the way it was.
Yeah.
Especially because y'all were there. Because if I knew that we were going to involve y'all, I probably would have had you not in the shot maybe, and maybe in the back so you could ask questions that I know that people want to know about, but they're too shy to ask.
Yeah.
Because I know that there were some questions out there that people wanted to ask, but they're like, it's a little bit more difficult to ask questions in a big group setting like this. So.
Yeah. No, I feel you. It would have been, I couldn't even think of anything, man.
Yeah. But I guess it also makes sense for y'all to sit up there with me because you guys are also grandma's grandchildren. Like we're all... You know, we're family.
That's true. I mean,
so you could share your experience being grandma's grandson also.
Maybe that would have been a good question.
Right.
Like if they asked us about like...
Yeah. To validate, like, this is the real shit. Nah. But, but what was dope was like the fact that we can kind of add to your stories.
Yeah. You
know what I mean? Like, when those opportunities to speak about it presented themselves. Because like it's interesting like talking about it.
Yeah.
Like to people, like telling the story of it.
Right. Because there's some perspective from your end that only you can tell. Because because you're on the outside looking in. But also growing up, I was around grandma before y'all were born. Yeah, that's true. So you seen grandma when she was able-bodied. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So, like I said last episode, she taught me how to play baseball. So she was throwing the ball towards me, like she was pitching that shit, bro. Yeah, like fucking overhand throwing. Yeah, bro. Yeah, Derek. Oh fuck. Baseball. I was about to start talking about some shit I don't know nothing about. We talk about sliders. Catching yourself is crazy. Baseball. Derek Jeter, right? Yo, that's some funny shit right there, dude. Go Yankees.
Were you a little nervous before it started?
A little bit because again, I didn't know if they were about to hit me with a gotcha moment. Yeah.
What's the gotcha moment?
No, I was just trying to be funny. That didn't really hit as hard as I thought it would.
I was like, damn, they're doing gotcha journalism at that.
No, I just was nervous because I just didn't know I didn't know what to expect. Even though I saw the questions and I screened them before, I didn't know how it was gonna flow, because I'm always just worried about how shit's gonna flow. Like, I want it to be smooth. I don't want to stay up there and overstay my welcome. Like, I want to get up there, do my thing, answer some questions, and get out. And like, I want people to be like, oh, that was a good experience. I want people to leave there feeling like they got the value that they were looking for.
I think they did. I think a lot of people did.
I hope they did, man.
Yeah. I think a lot of people did. Because like I said, man, watching it and it just being there, the experience was dope, man. Like, not just the fact that you were put in a position to do that, but seeing these people like listen to our stories, and then even just telling them is like, when I look back on it and look at that concept, it trips me out, bro.
Yeah.
Because like you said, we're like hella normal people. There's a lot of people that are doing this.
Yeah, there's a
without
lot.
the lights. You know what I'm saying? So, and shouts to them, like, to be real.
Yeah.
So shouts to the one putting it out there for everyone to see, and shouts to the ones that are doing it.
Yeah.
Now people can see you.
Yeah. Because I do think the awareness is important.
Yeah,
to know, because awareness also means that there are things that could be set up for caregivers in the future that where caregivers can be compensated more, or where caregivers can be seen as an important role in the workforce, because some people have to work a full-time job and still be a caregiver and not get the respect from their employer, because they're like, oh, that's like,
it's not nothing to do with us.
Right, it has nothing to do with us. Like, that's something, that's some personal shit you got to handle.
Damn.
You know? So
it's true though. There's a lot of people that, and some people have to choose.
Right.
It's like, yo, I can't take care of you, so
I have to pay the bills. I can't like be. That's the same. Like, you know, that was the situation with grandma. Like, both of my parents work full time, and there was nobody around to step up and like be there full time, because, you know, they're working.
Yeah.
So it's not that people don't want to take care of family. It's because they don't have the facilities to do so.
Yeah.
Because, and like, if you sign up for any of these companies that compensate you for being a caregiver, it's like, bro, you're getting pennies, dude. It's like not enough to live.
Yo, that perspective is crazy. Just thinking about it. Like, imagine your son doing that to your mom.
Yeah.
That's a crazy perspective, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tight, bro.
Yeah. It'd be cool if I had a son that, you know, took care of my mom.
Yeah, that would be so ill, bro. Like, you'd be so proud to be like, man. But also the sense you'd be like, man, fuck. Like, that's supposed to be me.
Supposed to be me, bro. But yeah,
your son about to be like, I'm gonna do this shit way better than you did, dog. Watch this shit. He's spinning it around like,
stay your ass at work. I got it.
I got this, bro.
Yeah. So it was cool, man. Shout out to everybody that came out to the event. It was really cool. And then after, we took some pictures, which was also another weird thing to like get used to like see a line. It wasn't even a long line, but just to see people getting queue to take a picture with me, it's like,
I thought it was dope. I was gonna recommend it before, you know, I wanted to say it,
right?
Because I didn't know if that was the move or not. Because I thought there'd be a perfect opportunity. Because again, if I was seeing somebody, especially at a level like this where it's really intimate, you get to ask the question. Like, there are people asking multiple questions, like really fulfilling the conversation, like they were really talking to you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And like, I think they definitely got.
I hope so. Yeah, it was cool to really like take pictures and like shake hands with the people that who love grandma, because these people also love grandma.
Yeah, imagine if we could bring her.
Oh my goodness,
they would flip out, bro.
Yeah, grandma would be so overwhelmed if she was like,
we had her next to us, dude, in the wheelchair, bro. She just occasionally just leaning over, saying like, "Who are these people?"
Yeah. This is crazy, bro. Why is everyone just looking at me?
She's just like.
Like, okay, she's up there like Stephen Hawking or something.
Respect, bro. Respect, bro.
Yeah. I mean, she would have been though, low key.
Yeah, and their prom dress and everything, like the Stephen Hawking dance.
Shouts to Sadie.
Damn, I don't even know why she laughing at that. Well, she probably would have said the same shit to us, man.
Okay, man.
Yeah, I got it a lot, bro. I was getting.
You were getting it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was younger, because I was criminal when I was young, so I was getting a lot, bro.
Yeah. Grandma couldn't take.
Yeah, I heard a lot. I heard everything.
Yeah, you're a little shithead.
I heard everything.
Yeah, tell about that one dude during the pictures part where he didn't know you. The story of a guy, one of the people that didn't know.
It's so funny to I never thought that this would happen to me. Like like somebody come, because I always hear the story, right? And I'm my bad like prolonging this and making it longer than it has to be, but I always hear this story, the story of people like coming up to them and taking pictures, right? Like YouTubers usually.
Oh,
right. A bunch of people are coming up to them and taking pictures, and they always say that there's always one person that comes up to him and says, "Yo, I have no idea who you are." And I always thought that was funny, because like to just admit to somebody that you don't know who they are, but like you have to tell them that you don't know who they are. It's like, come on, bro. Anyways, we were taking pictures, and some dude comes up to me. He's like, "Bro, I have no idea who you are," and I just started laughing because I was like, "I can't believe this is fucking happening."
It's happening right now.
I have no idea who you are, but I fuck with you, and I just called my grandma because of you. And I was like, "Oh, that's fire, man.
That's real change."
Yeah, fuck, that was so fire, dude.
Yeah, shouts to Raniel, man.
Okay,
shouts to Raniel, man.
Shout out.
Yeah, no, for real. I mean, shout out to my guy. Shout out to my guy. Yeah, so yeah. Yo, I feel weird because you hella took a you posted on the FMP channel or FMP page of the girl that was like she couldn't believe that we were taking a picture, and I felt bad because I was like, I wonder if she is okay with this. But I hit her up and she's like, "Oh, it's cool. Like you did that. I'm so glad I got to meet you."
Yeah, man, we good.
No, I know, but she was just hella like,
that's fire, bro. Like that's something I would look back on. Like I'd have y'all hold the camera if I was meeting like somebody I really fuck with.
Yeah.
Like, yo, get this.
Yeah.
I'd keep watching that shit. I'd love for that shit to hit the internet. Like, look how happy
she commented. She was like, "I'm so sorry for running away like that."
Yeah, so I didn't realize this. So I watched the clip and I was like, "Oh yeah, that is kind of funny." Like in isolation, like this is funny.
Yeah. So shouts to that girl, man. That was
fire
cool.
though.
Yeah. So after the whole thing, pictures, speaking engagement, all that, we ended up going to dinner with the board, the FSA board.
Yeah.
And they took us to American Tap. I think is that what
Urban Tap.
Urban Tap.
Urban Tap. And surprisingly, I had low expectations for this place for some reason. I don't know why, but I think
because
I think it's because it was a second option.
Yeah, it was a second option.
Right.
Yeah,
because we were supposed to get Korean barbecue instead.
Yeah, whatever you said, like they were trying to do. Yeah,
but we ended up getting this. But surprisingly, it was really good, man. Even though Merz didn't like the pretzel that he ordered,
I failed. It's not the place. I failed in what I ordered.
Oh, okay.
Because you liked it.
I liked it.
Yeah, it might be good to different people. You know what I'm saying?
Jay got the wings.
Yeah. Oh man, Jay's shit was undefeated.
Yeah.
Like y'all's order was perfect, bro.
Yeah.
The shit was good, and they had Yuenglings. It's a beer, and me and Jay had that shit all night.
Oh yeah, that was the first time. Merz was talking about it in Houston, and then I was like, "Man, I don't know what you're talking about, dog." And then it finally came through, and I was like, "Oh, this is really good."
Yeah, it's really good, man.
Merz knows so much about beer. It's insane. Like your knowledge of beer is like through the roof, bro. You just know like every beer under the sun. You're like, "Oh, you got the fucking Golden Drunk 9000? Let me get 3 of those."
Nah, man. Yeah, that's a good night. With 3 of those,
yeah, bro.
That's a good night. Nah, man. It's just I just try things every time I go somewhere, or people put me on. So you know.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I like to try shit.
I'm not a fucking. I can't even consider myself a connoisseur yet.
Got you.
Because I don't even know how they make this shit.
I mean, honestly, like yeast. You mean you want that yucky shit?
Yeah, like I have no idea what what components go into all this shit.
Yeah, Dave Yeast,
and hops. Like,
right.
Yeah, I got the chicken wings. I'm a chicken wing connoisseur.
He got chicken wings earlier in the day at Permani's, and then he got it again at the Urban Tap. He's a wing guy.
We were doubling up, bro.
Yeah. This dude is chicken shit, man.
Hey, there's 2 T's in Pitt.
That's true.
There's 2 T's in Pitt. Double up. Nah.
No, I was just trying to understand like what the fuck that means. You ever seen Wiz Khalifa?
Yo. At what point?
I'll tell. It's funny. It's even funnier because I brought him up when we first got to Pittsburgh. So like you guys know, come on, bro. There's people like that know Wiz Khalifa, and he's synonymous with Pittsburgh, right?
Right. Black and yellow.
Right, black and yellow. Like he's like that's the guy of Pittsburgh,
He's
right?
the logo.
So right. So what I'm about to say is not like, it's not like I'm fucking coming out of left field saying this shit.
Nah, because we fuck with Wiz, man.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. Because we
love
first got there, right? And we saw this building that said Glass House. Right.
Oh, that's right. Well, on the Tesla up.
Right. And then Jay was like, I wonder if that's the building that Wiz references in Cushion Orange Juice. So then from the jump, I'm like, damn, Wiz Khalifa, Wiz Khalifa, Wiz Khalifa. So we eat at Urban Tap and like we're progressing through the night. And for some reason, I thought to ask, yo, have y'all ever ran into Wiz Khalifa? I thought it was a fire question.
It's a legit question.
It's a legit question. But like when I brought it up later with the boys at the hotel, because they had no idea I asked that dumbass question. Merz was like, bro, it's like somebody asking us if we've ever ran into David Copperfield.
Or if we live in the hotel.
Right. Like, what hotel y'all live at? You live at fucking Venetian?
You live in that fucking pyramid?
Yeah.
It's a pyramid scheme.
Fuck.
So when I asked him that, they're like, no. It wasn't even like oh no, I never I wish I would have. I wish I would have ran into Wiz fucking Khalifa, but nah.
There was like no response.
Right. They don't even probably know who Wiz is.
Nah.
I think it was you.
They probably thought it was Wiz Puntalon.
Aren't you Wiz?
Right. That was probably the first
Like
time
a trick question. Like, no.
You know, as we went around and stuff, I think Mac Miller has a lot more representation.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I couldn't have said that though. Like, have y'all ever ran?
Well, yeah,
right.
that would have been weird.
criminal.
That's a weirder question.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah,
True,
it's
man. Yeah.
it's just so it's such a tourist thing to ask, right? Like, have you ever ran into Wiz Khalifa?
Yeah,
bro?
like have you ever ran into X famous person
right
from
this
city?
place?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy. Anyways, I mean, I asked that. I didn't at the time. I didn't think it was like a funny dumbass question. I was like, oh, they never ran into Wiz Khalifa. It's cool.
Got it.
And then later, I brought it up at the hotel, and we just could not stop laughing. I was like, bro, I fucking asked him if they ran into Wiz Khalifa.
That was so funny, dude.
And we were dying, and I was cringing so hard at myself for even considering the fact that have you guys ever seen him?
That response is so funny, dude. Just no. Like not like I wish I did.
Right.
I had a chance to.
Yeah, I thought I saw his charger.
Right. Like sometimes he's out here.
Right. Nothing. They were just straight up, nah. If any
man.
of y'all that heard me ask that question that were at the dinner and like you don't think it was weird, please like validate me in the comments, because like I'm
Of course, they're not gonna say it's weird.
You don't think so?
Nah, be honest. Yo, Mike.
Yeah, be honest.
Say
Well, he didn't even.
something,
He
dog.
wasn't even there. He probably would have backed me up on that.
Yeah, he was sitting on my side, but
Right.
Who, me?
No,
I was saying
Mike.
Mike.
One of the. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mike would have had your back for sure.
Yeah, he would have had my back. He probably listens to. They probably never heard his music before.
you know what?
Cause Wiz is 09, like he's like
He's a little bit older now, so
Yeah,
like
I know, but he has that big ass Fast and Furious song, dude.
that's true.
Right? Like everyone knows that
yeah.
song.
I guess, but if you're thinking that I'm asking that because of that song, then it makes me seem
right.
It makes me seem lame. When like I'm a huge
Yeah.
Wiz Khalifa fan, like Cushion Orange Juice, fucking I can't think of it, like the project he did with Current. Like I'm just a huge fan, right?
Yeah, Cabin Fever, all that.
Cabin Fever, fucking everything. So me asking that is coming from like a genuine, like I'm a real fan place, but now it just seems like, oh, you ever seen the Paul Walker dude? Walking
you ever seen
around
the
town.
Paul Walker, dude?
That'd have been criminal for sure, bro.
It's crazy.
Nah, Wiz just dropped a verse on Larry June's new album.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Alchemist.
Yeah.
He killed that shit.
I was telling, because we were playing Larry June on the way to the airport.
Yeah.
On the way to when we were going to Pittsburgh. Yeah. And I was like, damn, Larry June makes some like early morning going to the airport music.
This shit hit, man.
It's just like really like lax and
Yeah.
slow and vibey.
Yeah, that was like a really good description of like when to play this music.
Yeah,
Like
man.
when nobody's really like energized to do some shit yet.
It's
Yeah.
like when I listen to Larry June, man, I feel like I'm high.
I wake up at 6 in the morning and ride my bike.
He's always saying some like pimp shit, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, safe
on
fly shit,
Mafioso.
overfly beat.
Yeah, man, he's dope.
Yeah, I like that he's about his health too. I like that he talks
Yeah.
about his health. He talks about riding a bike and
Yeah.
waking up early and drinking water,
Yeah,
being in bed early.
Yeah, but like the what's really cool about that is like making it sound cool.
yeah.
yeah,
Because anyone else saying that shit is like, all right,
All right,
bro.
man.
Yeah. Now when he says it, it's like I do the same thing.
Like, okay.
No, you don't.
yeah. So yeah, we did that. We ate at Urban Tap and we went home and we fucked around for a little bit and like, dude, for some reason, like Jay being, were you in your underwear?
Was I in my underwear already?
Well, regardless.
No. I wasn't in my underwear, but I had my pants sagged super low.
Yeah. And like, there's always a point in the night with all of us whenever we're traveling. It's like, I know remember how we were talking about in the airport, we were like super laughy.
Yeah.
I feel like
We got to that point again.
Yeah, but I feel like it's heightened because we're even more tired and we're about to sleep. And then now it's like we're comfortable. That's when we're even more laughy.
Yeah.
I've noticed that whenever we travel, it's always the nighttime that's like,
Especially
everything is funny.
When the day was a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, all right, we're
just joking about everything that happened.
Exactly,
Yeah.
man.
Because there's like a lot of like build up during the day. You
Yeah.
don't exactly get to make fun of something in the moment.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
all this shit's just happening. So like at the end of the night, it's like, okay, time to get these jokes off.
Yeah. I can't even remember how it started, but Jay just started doing stand up. Like he was fucking. Me and Merz were in our beds.
Yeah.
Like just watching him like walk or pace around with his pants sagging, and he was just telling jokes. Like, we were fucking.
I didn't even
dying.
have my eyes open, bro. Because I took an edible, so I didn't even have my eyes open. I was gone, and then everything he said, like he would say it, we start dying. You know, he lets the crowd get it. Then 10 seconds later, he hits the fucking side punchline with it. And we were going for another 20-second laugh.
It was funny.
I was
man.
like, I'm gonna let this other one rip, see how it goes.
Yeah, he was hitting it, man. It was good. Like he went for like 10 for 10 from the free throw line,
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
Yeah, it was funny, man.
That shit was
I
good,
might have
bro.
a tight 5 in me, dude.
Yeah.
You might, dude. You might. I gotta get you to drink some more.
But there was
Yinglings.
a point though where me and Merz were like really tired, and
Yeah.
and Jay was like, "Man, what are you guys? Where are you guys going?" Like he wanted to keep going, but we were tired, bro.
He's like, man, you guys going to sleep? Yeah. When I hear those words, bro, there's like a little bit of fight in me of like, nah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
I'm
sleep.
not going to sleep, but I know I am.
You're already halfway there.
Yeah, I always say, nah, man.
Man, I was so tired, but this fucking guy, the snoring, like, and I'm sorry if this is like, if I'm putting out your personal business,
Nah,
so we
it's
can
fine.
cut it if you don't want it, but this guy's snoring is on another level.
It's not that bad,
to
bro.
you, bro. To you, it's not that bad because you were also snoring and grinding your teeth.
We slept next to each other.
I know, but
I
you're
was right there.
You guys are snoring at the same time.
Dolby Digital.
You guys are like canceling each other out.
We're in stereo.
Oh, we were
Bro,
left
it was
and
a
right.
it was a symphony on your side. Like I've never heard a snore from you like that. I've heard snoring before, but I've never from you.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was telling you guys, it's like a newer development in my life.
Yeah.
I thought it was the beer. You know, when you drink a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure that had to add something.
And we were tired. Come on, man. We skipped timelines. Like, we skipped 3 hours, bro.
Man, I was tired too. I couldn't get no sleep. Woke up at 4 and I was like, there's no way this is happening. I was like listening and I was like trying to fall asleep in between.
Yeah.
Like, you know how there's like, you're snoring and then you got to take a breath
Yeah.
and then you continue. Like I was trying to fall asleep in betweens.
In-betweens, yeah.
It's too
Man,
crazy.
he had a strategy.
Yeah. That's how long it was going on for. I had enough time to draw out a play.
So you didn't really fall back asleep after
Hell
that?
no. I woke
Oh,
up at
shit.
4 and then I was like awake and like for another couple hours. 6, it was like you turned it up even more at 6. That's when I took the video, and that's when I realized how to make you stop. I just hit it with a and it'll stop for like 30 seconds.
Can you sleep with the light on?
Can I sleep with the light
Yeah.
on? Like any light or like artificial
Like
light?
artificial light? Like when you're sleeping and the light comes on?
I'd rather not. I might put the pillow over my head.
You know what you should do? This is how you fight snoring, bro. You turn the light on every time they snore.
Oh damn. Is
Yeah.
that the move? So they just can't sleep?
So then
If
both
I
of
ain't
y'all can't sleep
If I
then.
ain't sleeping, you ain't sleeping.
I was considering throwing something, but I'm like, nah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, you took a video instead.
Yeah, well that's that's all
Classic Wiz.
that's all I could do. I was protecting your identity though by not like it could have been anybody.
Yeah.
Oh, you posted it.
Yeah, I posted it.
Oh,
You
okay.
didn't see it?
No, I
okay.
didn't see
Well,
it.
that's yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, your story had hella little ants across the top,
yeah,
dude.
I
It
was
was so
telling people
much.
where I was at. You know, come through, help me out. Yeah, snoring was on another level. Thankfully, I got at least 3 hours because you eventually stopped for good.
Oh, nice.
And like I was able to sleep for a few hours.
Oh,
Maybe
cool.
that's when he got into REM, where he finally started dreaming. That's why he stopped snoring.
Shit.
But before that, he's driving his boat out there, revving that shit up.
Yeah, that shit is so loud, bro. It's crazy.
Hey,
and I'm
man.
not even exaggerating, dude. That shit. I mean, people
No,
that
I
saw the
feel it.
story, like you know how loud that shit
Yeah,
was.
I feel it.
I must be a heavy sleeper then, because that shit had me knocked out.
Yeah. Well, you're a grinder too, so
That's true.
that shit's crazy how you do that.
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know, but it's
Yeah.
like it sounds like it hurts.
It's a human phenomenon that.
Do you ever wake up with headaches?
Never.
Nah,
I wake up
Okay.
so good every time.
your teeth are just so like.
My teeth are jagged though, and they know that I grind my teeth. My dentist even have to ask me.
Oh, he's like he knew.
Yeah, they're like, "Yo, you need a mouth guard." I'm
Yeah.
like, "I'm not sleeping in a mouth
I'm
guard,
not
bro."
sleep. I'm not about to look like Steph Curry.
Yeah, I'm about to get the Steph Curry before I go to bed, bro.
Just in case I gotta wake up and shoot a 3. Oh shit, there's my
Merz, we
alarm.
need you to-
Oh shit, Wiz Khalifa. Man, I can't believe I did that shit, dude. Anyways, the next day we went to the Andy Warhol Museum, which was dope. We got to learn a lot about his life.
Yeah, I didn't know that much about like his come up and the stuff that he would do, which was dope, man.
Yeah, I understood that Andy Warhol is a big figure in the art world, or just in culture in general. But to understand how innovative he was at the time, really drew me in.
Right,
Yeah.
because you had to like to have a museum like this, to have something established after you, like you had to have done something significant. That's what I was thinking about the whole time. I'm like, how do people get museums like this? And then when you brought up like, oh, he was an innovator, like he did a lot of shit at the time that wasn't being done. So that's how you get that shit, man.
The fact that he would screen print art with canvases that are like 11 feet high.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Is nuts, bro. That shit's crazy to me, bro.
It's
Like,
huge pieces.
you're screen printing something that big. I didn't even know that was possible because I thought all you do is put in the shirt. They always tell me you can't go past 24 inches.
Yeah, like I'm still fighting with producers now about getting shit printed. This dude's printing the size of houses.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, seriously, bro. Like I was like, I looked into it, like, because this is his real art. So I would look right up to the canvas, bro, and like it's legit screen print
Yeah.
on, and then he would paint stuff, regular stuff, bases and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's really hard to have that like to really see it from the perspective of you were doing it at a time that nobody was doing it.
Yeah.
You know, because it's so accessible now, like screen printing and like just art in general. So many things have been tapped into that it just seems like the normal. But there was a point in time that this thing that seems normal to you was probably wild because nobody was doing it like this.
It's normal to us now because someone had to do it
Right.
first.
And that's what I think about with Jay Dilla, like all the shit that he was doing with his music. To somebody younger, it might just sound like some regular quote unquote like whatever, I've heard this before type
This is what
of
I
music.
studied to.
Right. But back then, when you see the limitations that his MPCs had,
Bro, for real.
and the lack of resources that he had at the time, and he was still able to make some shit that could be played now and sound amazing, like that's when you truly appreciate
I don't
the
even
shit
think
that
he
people
could
have
see
done.
I don't even think he see the wavelength.
Nah, probably not.
Yeah.
He was just using his ears.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's hard to put yourself in that mindset though when you're seeing some art of like people that have gone and have been here for a long time, because you're like, oh, I think everything is normal because I've been seeing shit like this.
Yeah.
But, you know, back then it was probably crazy. Like, yo, this guy is crazy. This guy is an innovator.
It's like, what? He's doing this on what?
It's like how we see Tekashi or Murakami.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and he's fucking with digital art now, which is dope. But yeah, man, the dope thing about the art that we were seeing was, just like his influence in pop culture. Like, there's a lot of pieces that he did that we've seen in magazines, and that represented specific celebrities, like Madonna and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so and him just being in the presence of these people, like in the 80s and 90s, it's like, yo, man, this was every decade has its pop culture where, you know, people are very popular in making music or movies, entertainment. And when they connect with artists, like how, again, Tekashi connected with like Kanye West on his album, like those are the type collaborations, man, that are like timeless for real, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like two very iconic people connecting to create
one thing.
Even if it's just that person inspires you.
Yeah.
You know, so you paint their face in crazy colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Talk about this shit all day.
So shout out to Andy Warhol and his, you know, and all his contributions. I think it was dope to see that.
Yeah, Jay got the screen print.
Yeah, Jay
Remember?
got
that
he
was
made a
really
bandana.
cool. I thought you guys were gonna screen print something too.
Yeah, I just wasn't a fan of the colors they had, man.
Yeah.
And I could have did it for the strength, but then I was like, you know what? I'm trying to collect shot glasses everywhere I go, so I'm gonna just get one of those.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I mean, I pulled up originally for the toe, and I was like, these colors are kind of ass, dude.
Yeah,
so
and they were mad small. Like
made the bandana. I thought it was cool though, just to, you know, go through that kind of interactive experience at a museum like that. I was like, okay, I gotta at least try to take in the same art that he was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cool experience. And then we went to the airport and got Permani Bros again, and it was fire once again. And we went home, and I think it was a great trip. We haven't traveled together in a really long time.
Yeah, it's been a minute, dog.
It was fun to do that.
Oh yeah, it was the first time I really got to witness the new travel Merz of like being a pro at the airport.
Yeah.
And just seeing how like you're able to well, in most things.
Right.
I just had the answers sometimes.
Now, yeah, the answers, but I'm saying I was more so thinking of like the comfort that you seem to have, like being in the airport. And I know we've been in the airport plenty of times, but you're like next level, like just being on your phone and like walking around and just being comfortable going wherever, doing whatever you want.
Yeah, just reading the signs and shit.
Yeah, reading signs.
People don't read signs. Yeah.
We open at 4.
No, but I feel you, because it is what is it called? It's you get a little anxious when you're landing somewhere you've never been before, especially a different country. Because when we were traveling, I was for sure the dude that just followed.
Yeah.
I wasn't even.
I mean, all the international trips, you like weren't there. Like you were there for the planning, but you were like, all right, just tell me what to do, guys.
Yeah. And I'd go to sleep on the couch.
Yeah. So here he is, man.
Yeah.
You've evolved.
I've evolved, but I still like that style of traveling where I don't know what's going to happen. The whole Europe trip, bro, I had no idea what we were going to do every day. Like, I know y'all had, like, I remember just paying shit for tickets, and I didn't even know we were going to the Louvre.
You weren't involved.
Wasn't involved.
Yeah. Is it because you had no interest in being involved, or?
Nah, I just trusted y'all, man.
Yeah.
You didn't know we're going to the Louvre?
I didn't know we were going anywhere, bro.
Yeah, he just pulled up. It was like, all right, what are we doing?
Okay, cool. Let me rent this bike.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I didn't even want to go to the Louvre. I was just like, we're going to the Louvre. Like, when we got there, I was like, okay, so what are we doing today?
Yeah.
The biggest museum in the world.
Yeah. Remember I had to run back because I felt bad that y'all were doing everything. So I ran back up the fucking Beauty and the Beast stairs to get to the Airbnb to get the tickets.
Is that why you did that?
Yeah, because I feel like I didn't do shit.
Well, you didn't.
Yeah, I didn't do shit.
But it was cool at the time, though, when we were planning the trip. It's not like we're like, oh, I wish Merz was like more involved.
I totally didn't feel like that.
I don't really care.
Yeah,
but now that you're travel Merz, I love it.
Yeah, but see, I don't want y'all to let's not let people think that this is what it's gonna be. All right.
What, like always leading the charge?
Yeah. Nice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You still want to have your times where you're like being told what to do.
Well, I mean, it could also just not have to fall in one person's hands. We could do it as a squad.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
But the trips that we have lined up, like you're the guy.
But you hit me up kind of like, yo,
I did, yeah.
You hit me up like, yo, can you help me, pretty much? I was like, all right, well, shit, I'm gonna make this shit seamless. Because if I were in another position, bro, where I had to do a job like that, I'd want to just not have to worry about nothing but the job, because that's stressful enough.
Right. I remember that's how it was. I remember that's how it was for the tattoo also. I was like, yo, can you like come with me?
Yeah.
I'll pay for this if you could just like, you know, make everything easier.
Yeah.
So that's what it was. It's nice to have Merz around.
Yeah.
It's a long flight back.
Yeah.
It was, bro.
From Pittsburgh to Lax, dude.
Yeah.
It's dumb. Like how you skip home and then go home.
Yeah,
like,
I'm always going to complain about this when I run into it. Like, how are we going to go further and then have to take a U-turn?
Like, y'all don't have something that goes straight to, I guess not. We had to stop somewhere.
I guess not, man. Yeah, it was a good trip, man. Shout out to FSA Pittsburgh. Thank you for inviting us. Well, thank you for inviting me and giving me enough money to fucking bring 2 people with me.
Yeah, true, man. Shouts to them, man, because they definitely took care of us that night.
Yeah.
And had a really good time and some good laughs. And
yeah,
can honestly say made some some East Coast friends, man. Some pals.
Man. Some pals, bro.
You know, so
Pittsburgh pals.
Yeah.
Shouts to Wiz.
Pan pals.
Pan pals.
Pandesa pals.
Let's get into a couple questions. There's only a couple questions that I want to hit that I think are on cue, that are on brand. This first question is from Sam. Sam asks, "Are your parents aware of the community you've built / the impact you've had?"
That's y'all to answer.
I mean, a couple of weeks ago, we talked about like, do our parents know the pod? But do they know about the Discord and like, you know, the little community that we've built?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
It's hard to explain, right?
Do your parents know? I feel like if anyone's gonna be like more in the know, it would be your folks.
Yeah.
I don't think they really fully understand the small community that we've made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they don't understand like Merz meeting up with like people online.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, the first thing they probably say is be careful.
Yeah.
That's literally what my mom said when I said we're going to Pittsburgh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She said be careful.
Just like,
did she know
okay,
we were going there for?
I think she was aware that we were going there for you to do some sort of speaking engagement.
Yeah.
And then I think her first reaction was like, "Oh wow, like Chris is like a superstar now."
Speaking of that, man. Speaking of that, bro. Like, there's some like extended family members that are like hitting my mom up out of nowhere, like trying to come through and like take pictures. I'm
really?
Like, yeah, it's wild.
Like how
anyone we know?
Not hell. If I don't know them, you guys definitely don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't.
How extended though? Like
it's not even family. It's just people that like my mom used to be friends with.
Damn,
yeah, because they seen them on Facebook and stuff.
Yeah,
this is the classic.
And they're like reaching out to somebody to reach out to my mom to get to me, and it's like, yo, you guys are wild.
That's tight though.
Yeah, it's cool, but
it's tight. It's tight to me.
I don't know. It always feels like look, respectfully, if they are actual extended family or you know the close ties or anything, but it always feels a bit leechy. This is like what like lychee. Like it feels like.
But or maybe they're just coming from like I fuck with you on Facebook, like let me take a picture, you know? I would hope that's just
I think that's all it is.
Yeah.
I think that's all it is.
Yeah.
You know, it's rare, bro, for them. It's rare think about it, okay? Like in the Philippines, like where our family's from, bro. It's rare to even make it to America. But then to like you know, to make it in America. That's another level. And then when you see somebody that you know that's publicly like put out there, and it don't even got to be CNN. The internet is big enough,
right?
You know, and to where they're seeing it everywhere, bro. Everyone's talking about, because there's people that I know from like different jobs that are like, I seen your cousin.
Yeah,
you know, I'm like, damn,
that's cool.
Yeah. So anyway,
it is cool. Yeah, I feel you. It is. It's cool. I should have that perspective instead of being like, "Yo, that's kind of." Well, I was saying wild in a way like I never expected anybody to go to these lengths to like try and get a picture. Just come and say hi. So
you know, and it's for the clout, bro. They know your mom, like, and then like the picture go back to the office. Shit, like, man, I tell you guys.
I told you that person that I told you that was my friend's son's nephew's cousin.
Come on, man. Come on,
I told you I knew him.
Damn.
Do it for that, bro.
They listed all 6 degrees of separation.
Right. Yes, man. Come on, man. That shit's tight, man. Like,
I told you
I do that.
All right, there we go. That's the truth.
That's the truth. I told you I knew 50 Cent, man.
Yo, with Gene, 'cause you know how Gene used to always cut like NBA players, right?
Yeah.
So every time he'd like send me a picture of like there before he's about to cut him, I'll be like, yo, can you get a video of me saying shout out to Liberty High School or shout out to Schofield girls basketball? I was like, yo, can you get the shout out from me on video? He's always like, no.
Like, no, why would I do that?
Can you imagine him saying that? Yo, LeBron, can you yo, LeBron, yo, my boy is a huge fan.
Can you shout out his basketball team?
Yeah, man, what's his name? His name is Merz.
I'm like, yo, they don't know me as that. Why you No, I gotta edit it.
Yeah. Shouts
Nah,
to
I'm
Gene.
playing.
No, but to answer your question, Sam, it'd be difficult because like they're not really on some internet shit like we are. Like my parents don't even have Facebook. You know? So
They don't?
Nah, they don't have Facebook.
That's wild.
So they're not really aware of like the impact, I guess, that you could have on the internet. I guess with me personally, with me and grandma, because of how much mail we get from fans, like they can sort of see it like that. Like, oh my gosh, grandma has a lot of people online that like really like her and are kind enough to send her some packages. I think they understand that. But as far as like the FMP goes and the pod goes, I think they just see us as like, we're just some like kids talking into a microphone, and there's a couple people that watch it.
Yeah.
I don't think they know there's a whole like slew of people that, you know, that have built relationships, like, you know, really like deep bonds with people. Yeah.
Another type of thing I like to hear of happening is like when people, like from Discord, right, talk to someone else out there in the world who have maybe no relation to the Discord at all, and then they're like, and then they start to talk about like what podcasts they listen to, and they're like, oh, I listen to this, and they're like, oh, me too, and then it's like two people that just happen to listen to us meeting each other.
Yeah, that's cool. I also love when I see people in the Discord meeting up with each other.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah,
that's cool.
yeah, that's a given. That's probably like the coolest thing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, when they take pictures and they send it in the chat, it's like, oh,
I love seeing that we've built a place that
people feel safe.
People feel safe and can find friendships.
Yeah,
You know, that shit's fucking cool, man.
yeah.
It's really cool. All right, last question. This one's from Faith. It's a very serious question too. She says, "When's the last time one of y'all have sharted?"
Bruh.
Any recent memories?
I don't have a recent memory. I mean, the first thing running through my mind is right now is that there's probably a reason why she had to ask this so recently.
Yeah.
I'll
you
say,
gotta answer it too.
yeah, you got to answer this too. I'll just say like the only time recently it was when I was just driving home, going through the airport tunnel, and then thinking like, oh, I gotta go, and then thinking like, oh, damn, this is probably how Wiz felt, and like that's to the extent of it.
You had anal control though.
I had control. I thought I hit the shart, but no shart wheat for me. And yeah, what about you?
Man,
Even close calls.
yeah, I had a close call. I caught it.
Like literally in your hand?
No, not in my hand. Nah, just like not really caught it, but like I guess stopped it from happening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
I
You
can't
prairie
remember what
dogged
it
it
was.
back.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Like I kind of like stopped it. It's like we
Right.
closed the
Anal control.
Anal control. Yeah. So I never really. And probably the last time I can remember where I did it like legit was probably when I was a kid in Virginia.
Damn, it's been a minute.
Like now, like I know how shitty I can eat at times. So like if I gotta go, like I'm not opposed to using the public.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, you know, there's people like I can only go at home. Or,
Oh no, I'm going wherever I can.
Yeah.
As long as it's safe.
As long as it's safe.
Safe.
I'm gonna put that little paper on it. I'm gonna pretend like it's protecting me.
What about a park?
I
don't know if I could
okay,
do
I
the
feel you.
parks,
That's
man.
one place I can't
Look,
take a shit.
You gonna go do it?
I'm gonna do it, man.
At the park?
Damn.
Yeah,
That
not
shit is like
outside.
that shit's worse than prison, dude.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like shitting into a can, but it's still
It
got.
is.
I gotta go, or else I'm gonna have one of yours. A shart situation.
Yeah. What about yours?
Yeah, shart attack. Shart attack crew.
It happened, man.
Again?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It happened like a couple days ago, actually.
Wait, we were in Pittsburgh a couple of days ago.
No, were we? It happened
Yesterday.
on Monday.
Okay.
Monday.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
it happened on Monday. Man, let me tell you, bro. It was an accident. So I was helping grandma eat breakfast,
Okay.
and I felt like I felt a toot.
Okay.
I thought it was a toot.
Okay.
A little bit more came with it. And it was like, golly, I'm too old to be doing this shit.
Nah, that might be the thing.
That might be it. I'm getting old. I'm starting to do this shit.
Right, like you're getting old, so now your muscles in there need to. You need
Yeah.
to do What's the vagina
Kegels?
tightening thing? Yeah, you need a
I do Kegels.
Meagles. Yeah,
You gotta do Eagles.
Bald Kegel. No, but I hit it with the, I thought it was just going to be a regular fart. And I was like, oh no. Came out 2 strands.
2 strands?
Like it was 2 racing stripes down the center of my, it was thankfully it was just a little bit. Like I went straight upstairs.
Your ethicas?
Yeah, in the ethicas.
Wait, how'd you know? Like it was like,
I know.
feeling warm for too long.
You just know.
Oh, you know it when you feel
Right,
it.
you know.
It's just splurted.
Yeah, splurted. Wrote a little splurb about it.
Oh, man.
So I ran upstairs. I checked the damage. I'm like, thankfully, it's just a racing stripe down the center of my jocks.
Damn, dude. You had the helmet joints.
Yeah, a little Ford helmet.
A little football helmet.
Damn,
Coming
dude.
in my football pants.
Moaning too.
Anyways, yeah, so that happened, and I was like, I was laughing, but I was also ashamed. I'm like, bro, I can't be doing this anymore.
Yeah.
At least you were at home.
Yeah,
Yeah,
at least so
true.
that's what I was thinking too. At least I'm at home.
Because it could have been bad.
It could have been bad.
Yeah.
I would have spent. Imagine it happened at the gym.
Oh, yeah.
Despicable me, man.
You just gotta go home after that.
Yeah.
What'd you do with the uns?
Oh, I washed them.
Okay.
Oh, you kept them.
Yeah, I washed them.
If I'm shitting in any of my underwears, I'm windmilling that shit into the dumpster.
I couldn't do it. It's my fucking ethicas, man.
They could send more.
Yo, I sharted on my throat. Like, send me some more, dude.
Hey guys, they're really good. It protected everything else, but I just need more.
Look, I don't know, man. I really fuck with these Ethica underwears.
Yeah,
I know
man.
there's some haters in the chat for sure, but
Why?
like because they don't. To some people, I guess if you've never tried it, they look uncomfortable because they got like weird designs on them and shit. I got the mushroom ones on right now. It doesn't look like they're comfortable.
They're long as shit.
They're long.
I feel like I don't know anything about the brand or company, right? But I feel like they get sold at like the kiosk at the mall.
If that's true,
It's fire.
it's fire.
Nah, I think they used to wrestle in them. I think they used to fight them in the UFC.
No way, really?
Nah, I have a hard time believing that.
Look it up.
Really?
Let me see. Let me see, man.
Yeah. Either way, I mean, I love the Ethicas, and
Do you know what you ate that day? What like
It had to have
you gotta
been-
have like a food diary for
it had
Sharting.
to have been from the food over the weekend, like all the shit that we ate in Pittsburgh, right? Because I had the poutine, the pesto pasta. I had the Permani Bros twice. I had that coffee, that large ass coffee. This probably has something to do
Oh
with
yeah.
it.
Oh no, we took a shit.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you went the whole
Did you
weekend.
say we? Like we sat together.
We did sit together. All right.
Oh, whoa.
No, we left Permani Bros 2, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go dookie before we hit the plane.
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting there in my solitude, and all I hear next to me was someone else rustling in. I was like, damn, this dude's taking a while just to sit down, dog. And then I saw your fucking Air Max 90 sitting right next to me. I was like, this dude sat next to me, bro.
Well, I'd rather sit next to you than a rando. I also couldn't hit it with the skip because if you skip, I would have ended up in the handicap, and you know how I feel about going in there.
Someone did end up going in the handicap, and they're playing loud vids. So then I was like, oh, Merz it's a murderer's row of all three of us.
Nah, it wasn't me. I was on the first one.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're in there
Yeah.
too.
I was in the far.
Gotcha.
Yeah, same lane. Just like lane 1.
Gotcha.
Y'all were like lane 5 and 6. I was in lane 1.
Yeah. You might need to get your bowels checked.
Maybe.
Get some laxatives or something, just like clear it out.
Yeah.
Or what's it called? Get a colonoscopy.
Oh yeah. Whoa.
Colonoscopy.
A colonic.
Colonic, yeah.
Yeah.
Colonoscopy.
There you go.
There you go.
You're about to get one of those soon.
What are those?
It's where they stick the GoPro up your ass.
No, that's the prostate check, right?
No, I'm pretty sure.
I don't
Colonoscopy
know if they're checking
isn't.
the prostate, but they're definitely cleaning that shit out.
On the colonoscopy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're just, I don't know. I don't even want to Google it to find out what
Yeah,
a
I don't want to
colonoscopy
either.
is.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I'm over it. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. We appreciate everybody. Thank you to FSA Pittsburgh again. Shout out to our ancestor, Kuya Carlo, always coming through with the clutch, our first patron ever, our first paying patron ever. And if you want to become an ancestor or any sort of tier on our Patreon to get exclusive content and access to the Discord that we literally talk about every single episode, go to patreon.com/Family Mart Pod. We're going to have our first Zoom meeting with our siblings today. The sibling tier on the Patreon is the one that gets you the access to the monthly Zoom meetings.
Woohoo.
And yeah, it's going to be great. We love every single one of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. And we'll see you next week.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.